to each one of you. And we also have some special people here. At least one I can identify who is right here. And it's really good to have our children come to our office, right? And Shweta, by the way, just told me that she's actually doing some work in Australia. She's in Melbourne, our office. She said, one day there is Pets Day. You can bring your pets to office. Wow, wow. Yes. You want to bring your dog, your cat, your little pets to office? I'm sure somebody like Rashmi would be happy to do that. Her cats. Okay, I think we should try that out, whether it will be successful. Australia does that. But it is so lovely to see our children come to our office. And we have children in the range of just 1 month to my daughter who is 23. I don't think anybody has a daughter as old as I do. So we have 2 months to 23. So Tia, welcome. Tia is here, and can anybody guess whose daughter she is? Come on. Absolutely. Okay. The family genetics genes are very strong. So welcome, Tia. Don't want to embarrass you any further. Unless you want to say something to you. Very smart kid. And I'm really, and she's, Vishal and I are fighting to see who would she work for. I mean, she's doing a little bit of summer work with us. So I've given her some work today because Vishal didn't show up on time because he had some external engagement. Is Vishal back here?
Oh, yeah, I think.
Okay, Vishal is here. All right, so before I start, we have a video which I would like to see. Is of my visit to the forests of Warangal, where we have our work. And watch it, and then we'll talk about it. Can you see anybody I'm blocking? I am. Can't you get it full screen? Yeah, it's a silent movie. It is my bike through the jungles of Warangal because you couldn't reach there by there are no modern roads there. I was going in the forest. You didn't even. Okay, so you couldn't integrate that. Is there a problem? What happened? Vishal, what was that? The blind also is falling. Okay. Finally, you got. How do you get it?
Yeah, without sound effects. You have a bike?
Yes.
Is that a bike with a dirt road? Wow.
Forest. A village called Togudam, and Togudam means actually a place by the river, by the stream. And this is a place in Warangal, and deep in the middle of forest. I started from Hyderabad at 6:30 this morning, and we reached here by 12:30, by our jeep as well as coming by motorcycle. And these are the people who have actually traveled quite a distance from Nandarwala some 2 weeks, 3 weeks to reach here in this middle of the forest. And if you ask them why they traveled from the government to here, the simple answer is because it was of life and death. As you know, Nazareth is a place where there is a lot of Maoist movement and actions. So they had to leave the place and come here. So they cleared the forest a little bit here, and you can see the green around as well as some further tree. And often getting to travel with the forest officials, especially in the last 10 years, they've had several times when they had difficulty with the police, or difficulty with the forest officials. Now, the good thing is that the police officials seem to be a friendly bunch here. And in fact, this is true that they got some nice school bags for the children of the police officers gave it to them. And also, I'm told that a lot of they want all these settlers here now, other, which is wonderful. So, what is the requirement? We ask. The requirement is that there is no running water, there is no electricity. The hospital is about 25 to 30 kilometers away. There is no road. You may have seen by coming on a motorcycle. Now, what we asked when we got on to the bike extenders, that what makes work interesting with great exciting with Save the Children is that we go to those places or reach people who are unreached. Isn't that wonderful, exciting to go to the ends of the earth to find communities like this and work with them and make sure that the children are taken care of, they have an identity, they go to school, and everything else is taken care of. I'm excited. My excitement working with Save the Children is exactly what Vikas said. Reach the unreached. That's also a campaign which is all about reaching every last child. Good. Reaching every last child. Isn't that wonderful? I don't know how many of you get excited and get goosebumps on you when you go to some of these places and see wonderful, wonderful children there also. And that is our cause. That's what we are working for, to reaching every last child on the face of this earth. And in India, we have plenty of them that are unreached. So you're all committed to, you're all signed up to this wonderful cause. We all should be proud of. Okay, there are some pictures also you would see. I went to two places this month. One is Warangal Forest from Hyderabad, and I'm not going to repeat what you saw there. And it's a very, very tough existence for them. Extremely tough. And the fact is that they don't even want to move out of those forests. Of course, they are not wanted in Andhra Pradesh because there are people moving from Chhattisgarh actually. Dantewada in Chhattisgarh, which is very, very Naxal affected. So they are kind of stuck in the forest. Though the collector whom I met, I had a meeting with the collector. It's the first time I was meeting a collector under the trees. He had an office there almost, and we sat under those trees. Extremely friendly. I'm so happy to see sometimes these government people. Some of them are, and this particular collector goes on a cycle into these places. Isn't that wonderful to have collectors like that? And so he told me, look, you want to help them, please help us to get them out of that place. Ask them to come to these villages, and we'll make sure that they will he will make sure that they will get a land. They will get land to live. They don't have to live in the forest. So we are working towards that. So this is wonderful. And the very next day, I went to, no, the very next day, actually, I spent some time in the city of Hyderabad speaking to our staff, and we also had a meeting with the commissioner of police, a lovely woman police officer, and I was so excited about what they were doing there. You know, they have a she team in the police station reaching out to children and women in distress, all kinds of distress, but mostly children uh, who have been violated, sexual violence, rape, Bosco, and I have never seen a police station that is more child friendly. In fact, I have not seen a single school in India which is more child friendly than that police station, where young children, you know, whatever be their age, adolescents, they could actually walk in and complain if they were violated. And it is a one-stop crisis center. You don't have to go to a hospital and prove that they were raped. And you know, who would want to do that? Who would actually go to a police station and complain that I was raped? Because that is the most terrible thing that girls can face. So we have a place in the police station in Hyderabad with the she team under the commissioner of police there, where girls can feel free to go and complain, and then they don't have to go to a court. That is what itself is another intimidating situation, where you have to go to a court and in front of a magistrate say what happened to. Oh, what they have done there is that they have a video recording. No, video, it is recorded. Online conversation with the magistrate. You don't have to go anywhere. Isn't that wonderful? So our country is changing. So I'm happy. And I'm also even more happy that we are associated with that. In Hyderabad, we are working with the police department, with these guys in the C team, and they've got a, can I have a glass of water? Sorry. Where are our children? Yeah, I got a glass of water. Okay, thank you. Oh, you are still a child. Your 18th birthday is not up yet. Huh?
3 days.
In 3 days? What's your birthday? I thought it was September 25th.
29.
Oh, that is whose daughter? Whose daughter has a birthday on 25th of September? Yes, you told me that. Okay. Here, Tia is going to declare independence in 3 days. She's going to be 18. Okay, that's wonderful. So what was he talking about? She team. They got a NGO called Barossa, and they are putting out fantastic messages. We have made 3 films for them, which is going to be played in all the theatres of the city of Hyderabad. So I told this wonderful policewoman, you know, we want to take it across to the other parts of India. And I also said, you know, the best way of the interface of children with the police department I saw outside of India was in Sweden. I said, you know, you should go to Sweden. Go and see this Scandinavian countries, how they do it. So wonderful work going on in Hyderabad, and what I saw there in Warangal, fantastic. The next day I went to Navapada, which is Orissa, where we have at this point of time in Navapada, what the work that is going on is Ananya project, which is marriage is no child's play. That's also the name of the project. And I met with again with some great young girls who's got their voice, who knows about their rights, and I think we are doing some wonderful work there. There are some, we could have a pointed discussion on some of those things at 1:30 today about what more could be done, and on some of the design elements of that today. So that was about my visit to various places. Went to 2 locations this month. The other one which I want to talk about is Assam. Well, you know that Assam is one of the probably one of the worst flooded places at this point of time. Of the 30 districts, 17 districts have been affected. A population of 1.7 million people, and of this, there are 6 lakhs children that have been affected. And of course, the loss to apart from a life of 75 lives have been lost. That is terrible. And there are also many other agriculture loss and so on. So we decided early on to, I think it was, I don't remember the exact date, 6th or 7th of July, we decided on a Saturday night and Monday morning. Ashutosh should know, what was that day? Because he was the first one to reach there.
It was 8th.
8th of,
we thought that we will respond to.
Yeah.
And then we were on the field on 10th.
We were in the field on 10th, 72 hours response. We got, we had some stuff lying around in Bihar and in Delhi. We started moving them. There was coordinated efforts from all across. And when any natural disasters do happen, this is the way to do it, guys. You know, everybody coordinating. We forget our silos. Outside of emergencies, we do have silos. But in this emergency, I think we just broke the silos. Finance was able to come out with the money that was required. And we said from the CEO's budget, we are going to put out there about 15 lakhs or something, which will be replenished. So we did that. And at that point, we decided we will reach out to about 500 families. And today, we are sitting at, almost towards the end of the month. We plan to reach out to 3,000 families. Isn't that good? Isn't that wonderful? We are working in 3 districts of Assam and about 45 to 50 villages, I am told, and we'll be reaching out to 3,000. So far, we have raised about, been able to raise close to about 2 crores, I think. And we are actually planning our budget right now is to about 3.3 crores, about $500,000 is what we're planning to do. Wonderful work again, well coordinated work, and congratulations and thank you for all the team members. Ashutosh, Veera, is he all right? Because Veera fell sick, sending stuff every night, going to the airport. Is Veera here? Is he all right?
He's right.
Veera is right there. Thank you, Veera. I hope you are all right. And there was Mishra Ji driving and being, at the airport sending stuff. Thanks also to Indigo as well as Vistara and our own airline these days, SpiceJet. SpiceJet will be there, right? But they also showed intention. Okay, here, the spokesperson for SpiceJet. Come on. What did they do? Okay, guys, if you don't know, Rashmi just got married to SpiceJet. Want to say something? Now she's blushing. Okay, all right. So they helped other corporates, wonderful work all around. And people, I should mention all the people who were there. We have Fasal from Hyderabad who reached there, and the team there, Rupam, Deva, Kritanchali. Am I missing anybody else there in that team? Sorry?
Mintu was also there.
Mintu who went from here. Yes, Mintu is still there?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. You are out there. It is, and when disasters happen, guys, there is no 9 to 5. There is no flexible timing there. There is no work from home there. They are out in the field, day and night, working very hard under the leadership of Chitto. So I must say it is also great work going on, and as it should be. And I'm glad, and I want to congratulate them. I'd like to talk about clue. Anybody has a clue? What is clue? What does it stand for? Knowledge, learning, exchange week. I thought it was again excellent work, Namrata and team, and very well supported by the global team. And thank you, Kaushik, and to your team for supporting that. We had many people who came in at Patio, 5 days of exchange of knowledge. Every theme, I think, was covered, including resource mobilization. I'm glad that resource mobilization also is a part of such exchanges. Sometimes we think that, oh, they are these fundraisers, they are not part of our program. No, it should not be so. And Clue was an excellent intervention, excellent. We are the second country to be doing, not the third country. Third country after US and Bangladesh. So this will be, I think, as often as once in a year, or maybe it's an annual event. So it was great. Is Namrata here?
Yes, she is.
Namrata, thank you for your leadership. I know there are others who supported, but it was excellent. That Harpal said that next board meeting should be all about Clue. But it's not going to be all about Clue. But we will definitely mention Clue as well. So great work on Clue. And tomorrow, guys. No, before tomorrow, Punjab, Assam, and Haryana, their third video campaign is on, and that is about basically about equality. And they have this campaign theme, which is called some nice Hindi words. Who is going to talk? Say that word. Renu. Is Renu here? No. What does it say? Can you just? Yeah, please go ahead. अलग से है पहचान, अधिकार एक समान. And this, there are about 9 video vans going into 800 villages, and will be covering about 600,000 population. Wonderful work again. I must say thank you for the Punjab team for doing that. And finally, we are going to go live tomorrow. HRIS. Isn't that wonderful? And you don't have to keep your leave in your mind and sometimes on paper. It's all going to be there. I'm going to ask Deepti here. No, not Deepti. Preeti here. Sorry. To talk about HRIS. Is she here?
We will be sending a communication.
But say that in a nutshell, in 1 minute, what all they can do. You can even order food from, right? Go ahead. What all can we do?
You can mark our leaves. You can mark all your absences from office. You can mark your personal details. You can update whenever there is some changes to your personal information, your status, marital status, your skills and qualification. Let's say you got a new degree or some kind of a course that you attended. Those kind of things. This is only about phase 1 that we're talking about. So this is about phase 1 that we're talking about. Essentially, your personal details and information.
And leave. And what will be phase 2?
And phase 2 will be your expenses, where you can submit all your expense claims online, attach receipts, and it goes to your. It's work.
No paperwork.
It's work.
Everything online.
It goes to your line manager. If your line manager doesn't approve within a particular stipulated duration, it goes to your skip level manager.
And if he also doesn't do it, gets approved automatically.
And finally, I think more importantly for line managers especially is during the third phase of recruitment and performance messaging, where all your goal setting is all online. You can track your performance.
So it's going to be phenomenal. And there is also going to be a payroll which is going to be attached. And in the last phase, you can order food online. Okay, thank you, Preeti, and thank you everybody for doing. I don't know if I missed out any other significant things that has happened last month. I'll be happy to hear if there is anything else. And time for questions. I promised you I won't cross 20 minutes, but I did cross. No, I didn't actually. Today I did 25 minutes. Right. Any questions? Anybody? Anything that you want to add as some great work that's happening? Great work is happening On the fundraising side, I must say that at this point of time, large multi-million-dollar projects. I don't want to say the donor's name, but we are working on pneumonia, and we also got day before yesterday, or last week, we got this BPRM, which stands for Bureau of Population, Refugees, and M stands for Migration. And that's a United States government money. We are going to work with the Tibetan refugees in Leh, and it's significant money for 1 year. So that's good. So a lot of other things are happening at this point of time. There is this large pneumonia project, which could be a very large project. So that's good. A lot of good things are happening. I'm so happy to say that the programs guys are spending as per plan. Not just spending. Spending is not just the business, right? But we need to spend money as per plan. But some wonderful work is also happening. They had a PMT just last week. So great work is happening. Anybody wants to add on to anything that I've said or any questions? I'll be happy to address that. We're going to have an SMT this Friday. More information.
Thomas just spoke through, like you mentioned, it was what was interesting was that there was very effective cross-functional coordination. So
Good.
HR team has really been very supportive, and I think that's what made it more institutional.
Very good. Excellent. Anybody else want to say anything that I missed out? I see. Yes, Hanimi, go ahead.
Yesterday, I don't know exactly. Sorry, actually, he mentioned that actually, I mean, I should be able to reach to the last athlete, including the last mother, rather than the chain, whether country athlete, whether any of those work might have.
Okay. I lost some of that old age, hearing problem. Yeah. Yeah.
He said that he wants to
Reach out to the last family.
last family,
Yes.
last mother, and last child. So he
Excellent.
wondered whether we
Excellent.
planted that in his
Okay. Yeah. We should send some of our plants with. Should go out and meet him sometime. Yeah. He's very friendly with our Nobel laureate. Yes. He was one of the first persons to land that. Okay. Good. Thanks, Hanimi. Anything else? Anybody else? Otherwise, we are just moving over to Eggie Award, and I would like to have. Comes.
I'll connect to Amalia.
Okay.
So the last winner was Amalia. Now she will announce the next winner. Trying to connect her.
Okay. So you come up. They can't see you. I can. They won't see you. How many of you want to see Smita here? Everybody wants. Come up.
Amalia, can you hold on? Can you speak?
Yeah, all lights on.
Can you hear her?
Get the microphone here.
Can you? Can you speak, Amalia? Now?
Amalia, speak out.
Go ahead, Amalia.
Go ahead.
Amalia, can you announce?
So I have nominated Mona for the next 6 years.
There's great excitement around here, Amalia. So you did the right thing. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and the reason for this is, and I can hear the question.
Yes, please.
Is Mona now?
Yes, of course.
Yes, I'm around.
Yeah.
Looking shocked.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I know that Mona has been working with theatre children for a very long time. And when I joined the organization way back in 2012, for me she's been a great resource, especially because I've been based out of Mumbai. So I see Mona as an asset to theatre children, given her efficiency at work, her promptness in replying to calls and emails, helping in scheduling conference calls, as well as connecting with the NSO staff for urgent donor requirements. There have been many instances for me where I need to connect with a colleague from the NSO urgently due to donor commitments, and the concerns have been inaccessible on their mobile. So for me, it is more about always ensure that my message is conveyed, even the means getting them to the phone themselves to aid my work and get the job done. For me, Mona is the lifeline to theatre children.
Wow.
Understands the need to get the job done, and at any cost, and will do everything in her capacity to do so. Her dedication, tenacity, and kindness is something I truly admire, and she sets an example for all. I wish her the very best in all her endeavors.
Thank you, Amalia. I think we all agree with what you said and the sentiments established. And when Harpal Singh comes to office, he says that the best thing walking into Save the Children's office is Mona's smile. So great, Mona.
Thank
We
you,
all
thank
agree
you,
with
Amalia. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You are most welcome.
Thanks, Amalia. And okay, citation has already been read out, and oh, Amalia still hasn't signed.
She signed consent.
We'll make sure that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. A photograph. You taller than me. Okay. You got it? Thanks. I think you do. I think we should flag up.
So there were 3 people who joined us last month, and I request, as I say your name, please step forward, and we'd like to hear from you. They are Shweta Purohit, Swati Prabha, and Radha Chalappa.
Radha Chalappa is Gar Wapasi.
Where is that?
She's not here.
Radha is here. Radha is here.
Welcome back.
Is anyone who? Amal. Sorry. Come here. You just need to introduce yourself. You can step up. What lane have you joined?
Hi all. My name is Shweta Purohit and I joined under Vishal's team, that is an RM, and I joined as a MIS analyst.
Good. Welcome. There's a cake that is coming.
Hello everybody. As they called my name, I'm Swati, and wouldn't have been a better platform to introduce myself. So I have joined the RM team as well. I'm working with the team taking care of institution partnership, and look forward for a great engagement with the organization. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Amal Kashyap, and even I have joined Vishal's team as a business analyst.
Okay.
And even though it's been just 15 days, I'm loving my work here right now.
You
and
do?
I'm really excited to be associated with Save the Children.
Do you love your boss?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir.
Good. Yeah.
I'm Radha. Many of you already know me. This is my second innings in Save the Children. I've joined Prabhat's team, and I started my journey in Save the Children with Save the Children Sweden, which was having a regional office in Nepal, and then I joined Save the Children India. 3 years back, I moved from Save the Children India, and I'm back, and I'm very happy to be back here. Thank you.
You went back to Nepal?
Delhi, then Nepal.
Yeah, and now we're back. So welcome back.
Welcome everyone and thank you. And we had quite a few birthdays this month. So again, as I say the names, please come forward and join us in cutting cake. Vinay Kaushik, Om Prakash Singh, Alika Singh, Gursimran Kaur, Dushyant Kumar. Okay, I don't see anyone coming forward.
Dushyant is here, I know for a fact. I saw him this morning.
Alka Singh didn't come?
I think waiting for
So there is a very tasty cake waiting for you guys. Please get forward.
Come.
Prabhat Kumar, our dear Steve,
Steve!
Sonali Sharma, Vishal Chawla, Kaushik Roy, his birthday is Raj Kumar, Hemlata Sharma, Madhumita and Dr. Hanini.
Yes. Hanimi.
Where is Hemlata?
Hemlata is there hiding.
When was your birthday? Huh? It's coming.
Yeah.
When is it?
I was surprised.
When is it?
And since Tia's birthday is 3 days away, we prepare.
Tia! Welcome. Yep, come on, join.
We don't have to introduce ourselves.
Vishal Chawla. Vishal Chawla's is the most significant birthday, and he is the oldest among all of them, I must say. And as I said to him that it has been proved that the more birthdays you have, you live longer. And so Vishal and I have proved that. Come on, Vishal. You don't have to hide. Don't feel shy.
So, firstly, we have all the birthday people, other cakes, and then to make. Birthday people. Come on, Steve. You join us.
Oh, you can have only one cake.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And happy birthday. Actually, after your last birthday, I was in Hyderabad celebrating that. Yeah, this year I took a photograph of yours, which is going viral on Facebook.
And how did you join
Yes, we forgot to light the candles. Are you singing anything for us? Welcome to the Easy for yourself. Share with all the new guys. Yes, you have to. You have So, the HR team is lunch on the house. Snacks. Snacks is really a lunch. What is it? is that.